What's that? Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
Scores! He did it again!
I just killed him. Before the game, I just killed John Madden because of a stink bomb.
Split special teamers, and now Brown is off to the races. Hurdles, kicks him in.
Giants are coming off a worse week than Harvey Weinstein.
Oh, that was the most exciting thing to happen tonight.
Game's over. Game is finally fucking be over.
Ed, you got to turn your mic on. I think. Got his hand on the button.
And now, our feature program.
Superdome in Louisiana.
Okay, can we just say the football team?
There
Do got
it
named the
is.
actual stadium?
Okay, so all I expect is the football team.
Yes, Amanda, we saw that. That's why I fixed it.
If you guys get the stadium name as well as the team name, 2 points. If
Hey,
you get
we have sound.
3
Yeah,
points.
I just fixed it. I think it was an issue with it went back to default for some odd reason. I'll just have to
Nick,
re-upload
can you
the
run through
video.
the scoring again?
Okay. So Smitty asked a great question that I had completely
Yes.
forgot all about while I
That was I heard that part, but I couldn't hear you talking after that.
Yep. So all I require is the team name.
Okay.
If you get team name and stadium name, so number 30 is FedEx Field, which is the Washington football team stadium.
Yeah.
If you gave me both of those, that's worth 2 points. If you get number 1 and the name of the stadium, it's 3 points.
Ah. All right. I'll have to remember that. So I guess I'm first, right?
I have a quick question. You said 30?
Yes.
Is there 32 teams?
There is 32 teams.
There's 2 teams that share stadiums. You know which 2 teams?
I do.
The Giants and Jets.
And the
It's the other
Rams
side
and
of the
Chargers.
country. Yeah, it's the other side of the country.
I know that. Okay, that makes sense.
All right. So, Travis, you are the head of the table.
Well,
since this is your
since
show.
it's a brand new stadium, I'm gonna go with the Rams, the Chargers, at the Las Vegas. Oh, it's not the Coliseum. What is it? I can't remember the stadium name now. That kills me.
All right. Well, the SoFi Stadium,
Yes.
home of the Rams and Chargers, is number 3.
Nice.
Sweet. All right, no
Jeremy.
Nate. So, Jeremy, you're up.
Let's go with the Dallas Cowboys Stadium. That is AT&T Stadium.
That would be AT&T Studio. That would be AT&T Stadium. That Dallas Cowboys is number 6.
Okay.
So that's 2 points.
Okay, what's this like going off of? Because I'm thinking Lambeau Field, but I mean,
Yeah, that would be the Green Bay Packers Stadium.
I know, but I'm just saying, but it's not the okay. I'm going to go with what for some reason in my head for the last couple of days or a couple years, whatever. The U.S. Bank Stadium, Minnesota Vikings.
U.S. Bank Stadium is number 5, Smitty.
All right.
That's the name of it, right? U.S. Bank Stadium?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Lambeau Field at the Green Bay Packers Stadium.
I am so glad that you did pick the Green Bay Packers Lambeau Field Stadium. It's not even stadium, it's just Lambeau Field.
Yeah, Lambeau Field.
But the green and gold Lambeau Field is number 1, the best stadium to go to.
I'm at 4 points.
We should known that was
I didn't expect it to be there. Because I went the opposite way, 32 down.
Yeah.
Right.
And, I was very proud when I saw where I saw that.
But I said Lambeau earlier.
That should be... No, but you didn't go with it.
But you didn't stay with it.
You changed your mind.
Okay, let's go with the Oakland Raiders. Wait, is their new stadium listed?
Mm-hmm.
The Las Vegas Raiders, that's what, Alliance Stadium?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, hang on.
AKA the Death Star?
I thought the old one was the Death Star.
What did you say it was called?
Is that Alliant or something like that? Allegiant? Yeah, Allegiant.
Stadium.
I don't know. They flash it up on the screen every time they're at their games, and I never
That would
actually
be
read
number
the full.
4.
Okay.
So you guys have 1, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
That was number 4.
Mm-hmm. You guys, the only one you're missing is number 2 in the top 6.
I can't think of any names of stadiums. Raymond James Stadium, Tampa Bay.
Raymond James. Oh, where did I see this? Sorry, hang on. Delete. What the? Really, computer?
Not top 15, I'm guessing.
I have a feeling. I'm surprised. The Tampa Stadium is pretty nice.
And I think I know why. There we go. Raymond James Stadium, home of the Buccaneers, is number 24.
Oh, wow. I am going to go with the New Orleans Saints Superdome.
It's not Superdome anymore.
Oh, no, they changed it, didn't they?
It is the Caesars Superdome, home of the Saints, is at number 12.
So
I'm
do I
gonna
get
go
one or
with
well?
Foxborough
Technically, it's still
Stadium, the home of the New England Patriots.
Hold on. Technically, it's still called the Superdome. So is it worth 1 or 2 points?
There's two. It's 1 point because there's two Superdomes.
Oh, there is.
Yeah, there's the Mercedes-Benz Superdome, which is now in Atlanta, and the one in New Orleans was also the Mercedes-Benz Superdome, but Caesars Palace bought out the stadium rights, and now it's Caesars Superdome.
Damn it.
Yes. I'm going to go with Foxborough Stadium, the New England Patriots, a.k.a. Gillette Stadium, a.k.a. Old Foxborough.
We're going to what, 20?
Yes.
Yes. 20.
Well done, Jeremy. That is number 18.
Okay.
All right, Smitty.
I'm going to go with Arrowhead Stadium, Kansas City.
There you go.
Good choice.
Oh, they are the Chiefs. Arrowhead Stadium, home of the Chiefs, is number 7.
Oh, now I'm gonna draw a blank on stadium names because those are the ones I knew off the top of my head.
Exactly.
I am going to go with.
We'll make this the last go round.
Okay.
Which
number did we not get yet?
2.
The Atlanta Falcons.
The Falcons.
He just said the name of the stadium.
Did he?
Yes.
I definitely did. Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Mercedes.
Home of the Falcons.
The other Superdome.
is number 8.
All right, let's go
For
with
the win,
Mahomes'
Jeremy.
favorite catch-up, Heinz Field, the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Heinz Field, home of the Pittsburgh Steelers, is number 9.
How do you not remember Heinz Field as ketchup?
And Jeremy wins that because there's no way Smitty can catch up because Jeremy now has 1, 2,
Don't
3,
Don't
4,
take his guess away
5,
from him.
6, 7, 8.
Cocksucker.
He likes to guess.
Jeremy is at 8. All right, Smitty, you got to make 4 points.
What's it? Lumen Field, Seattle?
The Seattle Seahawks CenturyLink Field
Oh.
is the last one within the top 8. That was number 2.
There you go.
There you
All right,
go.
so the
So
top
me
20.
and Smitty are tied.
What's that?
Me and Smitty ended up tied for a second.
I'm not surprised that Jeremy got the win on this one. So number 20 is Levi Stadium, which is the 49ers. Soldier Field is the Bears. Patriots is at 18. Lions Ford Field is 17. 16 is Eagles Lincoln Financial Field. 15 is the Giants and Jets MetLife
I was surprised
Stadium.
no one said MetLife.
You.
Huh?
Why didn't you?
I didn't need it.
Empower Field at Mile High, which is the Broncos, is 14. Texans NRG Stadium is at 13. The Caesars Superdome, which is home of the Saints, is 12. The Colts Lucas Oil Stadium, which I'm surprised that none of you got, is at number 11. State Farm Field, home of the Cardinals, is at number 10. Heinz Field, number 9. The Mercedes, and you guys got all the top 8. So the Falcons, Chiefs, Cowboys, Vikings, Raiders, Rams, Chargers, Seahawks, and Lambeau Field, home of the Green Bay Packers.
I still can't believe Travis missed the Mercedes-Benz Superdome after you specifically said the one in Atlanta, the Mercedes-Benz Superdome.
Travis, you did Lambeau. That means you got 3 points for that.
He did.
Yes, he did, but he still lost.
Yeah. I was way ahead, and then it just ended.
Notice how I didn't say anything about Miami?
Oh, did I skip over Miami?
I was going to say, they're probably in the top 20 stadiums to visit.
No.
I'm sorry. Okay. So 30 was Washington, 29 is the Bills, Dolphins is 28, Jags is 27, Panthers 26, Bengals 25, Buccaneers 24, Browns 23, Titans 22, and Ravens 21.
Where's that list from? Because they didn't even know to go to that site ever again.
No idea.
Nate finds all these places.
The Bears is like
Island.
number
I
20
want to be
something,
alone.
but Lambeau's
McCaffrey good for 4. And that,
Have you ever been to Lambeau?
No. Have you ever been to Soldier Field?
No, but I would imagine Lambeau is a lot better than Soldier Field.
Well, maybe so, but it's still 500 years old. It should count for something.
Doesn't mean it's one of the nicer stadiums to be at or the best stadium to go to.
Yeah, I think that's kind of rigged.
I mean, I could go pull up a bottle that came out of like 1920 and it's still a piece of trash. Just because it's old doesn't mean it's worth nothing.
It depends what's in it.
All right. So now that we got through Nate's little fun think tank.
So you got something about a high school player here. What's up with this?
So I think it was Jeremy who posted this or Chris who posted this.
Yeah, I saw it. I heard someone talk about it and I saw it like instantaneously at the same time I was listening to the radio.
Yeah, so I read about it a little bit more, and it's actually kind of a warm feeling story.
Like a Make-A-Wish thing.
What?
Is it a Make-A-Wish thing?
No.
No,
So,
that's the other thing I posted. The 4-foot something running back.
I didn't list that one. So before we start with the NFL, let's talk about a high school player who stopped what he was doing to help stretch a player from the other team that was cramping up. Ohio State school wide receiver Mario Hoffer helped his opponent's leg, helped to stretch his opponent's leg when he was quoted saying, "I know how he felt, and I'm not about to just leave him there." And basically what it came down to when I read more into it was that he he was cramping out, grabbing the back of his thigh, because we all have been there. We've had that cramp in the back of our thigh when we run a lot. And he fell to the ground, and originally to fall, he was just kind of gimping along, and he said, "Hey, lay down, I'll stretch your leg real quick." And that's what they did. And basically it was one of those that he remembers how bad that felt and how much that sucked. And so he was like, if I can help somebody out, maybe other players will help each other out instead of, I know we all hate each other while we're playing, but we all love each other after the fact. Like, me and Journey, we played same pro for a little while, and after a game, you'll go drinking with the other team with no questions asked. Be like, hey, that was a tough game. You shoot the shit. You make friends from other teams.
So are you encouraging these high school kids to go out drinking?
Well, you know what I mean.
And I feel like that's what you're advocating.
No, but I'm saying is that we don't hate each other. Like, we hate each other during the moment, but after the fact, we don't hate each other because we love football. So
I'm guessing this was either after a kickoff or at halftime or in the game, because otherwise someone got delayed a game penalty.
Yeah, well, it would have been an injury penalty, but he could have been just stretching him out. It could have been injury timeout. Yeah. So if you saw a guy gimping, would you help stretch him out, or would you have just done the same? Or would you have just called for a trainer or a coach to come help him out?
I need a trainer. This guy on the sidewalk, he's limping.
No. I'm saying when you guys played, if you guys were still playing, if you had that choice, would you have stopped to stretch this opponent out?
When you said the word gimp and stretch out, all I thought was Pulp Fiction.
Oh, you dirty mind creatures too.
Than I was at that age.
Okay, this statement should not be. You should not be asking questions. You should just leave it as a good story and let it go.
I just wanted to see how bad of people we are, because I know when I played, I wouldn't have stopped for anything. I would have been like, "Hey, he needs a trainer."
Sucks to suck, dude. Should have drank more water.
Yeah, that's basically what I would have been like when I played in high school.
Come on, I called for a trainer many times for people after I broke their ankles.
Yeah.
I don't believe that.
No, he was a wiry little creature back in the day.
No, I don't believe he called for a trainer at all.
No, he'd just be like, "Hey, he needs help over here."
That's what I called it. I said, "Oh, I'm calling the trainer as I'm waving by to the guys that I just broke his ankle."
Yeah. Jerry used to be a wiry creature back in the day.
I feel like that could be showboating. Like, hey, I just hurt your dude. Go pick him up on the fucking field.
They didn't see it as showboating back in then, I guess. All right, so now let's get to some NFL. After week 2, there has been some injuries that could change the outlook of some teams. And I'm so sad Chris isn't here. Because first is Andy Dalton suffered a knee injury. So the Bears are starting Justin Fields a bit earlier than they had hoped for this Sunday. How do you think this will go for Fields?
If Smitty has anything to hope for, he'll go well. Otherwise, I'm working on my $1,000 profit.
I was saying, are they playing? Dolphins?
No, the Bears are playing.
I have that on my list.
Yeah, he needs to do well. He needs to do well because he got $1,000 bet.
The Bears are playing the Browns. So
I forgot what the bet was about, but I just know that he's in it.
he was going to outplay
Mac Jones.
Yeah, Mac Jones.
Better career in 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a good, even competition this weekend. I think the Browns have a good enough defense that they're probably going to hold Justin Fields down. And they also have, was it Melvin Gordon on the defensive end side there?
Yeah.
That dude's a beast. And I don't know what person on the Chicago's line is going to stop him.
I
If
think
they're going to stop him, they're going to need two, which means that you're going to have an easy inside middle linebacker blitz.
How much have you partaken in today?
Well, this is my third beer in less than 30 minutes.
Oh, sweet.
I'll bet.
I'm going to be pretty shit-faced by the end of this.
But Fields has 3 touchdowns.
Has 3
Running
touchdowns.
or throwing or in total?
Just 3 touchdowns altogether. I don't care how he gets it.
He's just going to get them.
One pass.
I think he's good for at least 2 touchdowns.
And under 200 yards passing.
This is coming from the one that said. With that offensive line, he'll probably run for like 300 yards running for his life and only actually gain 10. He'll only actually net like 12 yards though.
No, I don't think it's going to affect. I mean, he's a rookie, and if they play it to his strengths and just like let him get out there and throw the ball around a little bit, I think they'll be fine. I mean, I think they're going to lose, but he got to get out there sooner or later. And
yeah,
I don't think the red lipstick penis man or whatever his name was,
Red Rocket.
Yeah, I don't think he was doing Chicago much favors.
So do we think that Fields is any better than Dalton, or do we think it's just going to be a hope and pray?
I don't think he's better than Dalton now because he's just not. I got to see him actually play. Give him about 3, 4, 5 games a year, whatever. Maybe I can say that. But Dalton, you got to do a whole body of work. If you're talking about like just in the last year or two, he's still not better. But
Dalton's a seasoned veteran. He knows how to play the game. He knows how to survive and make people around him a little better.
Yeah.
Fields is going to be a different animal where he's going to be that Lamar Jackson style quarterback where it's run first, run around, hope he can find someone open, throw the ball here and there. But
boy, I'd love to have him on my team.
At this point, you'd love to have
either one of them.
Well, speaking of your team, so second was Tua Tagovailoa. Has been ruled Tagovailoa.
Tua what?
Tua Tagovailoa.
Where the hell did you find an N in that name?
I'm from Massachusetts. We add letters.
N in both of the names combined.
All right, Jeremy. Give me the name.
We're going to in Miami.
Tua Tagovailoa.
Yeah, Tagovailoa.
Wait, why did they call false start on the offense?
I don't know.
The left tackle or tight end there.
No, the defensive guy jumped first.
Oh no, the Panther moved first.
No, you could see.
That's okay. They're not. They're.
It's 3rd and 13 now. So.
Yeah, and they just made it to it's a 4th and 1. So they're gonna kick a field goal.
I got my daughter trying to listen to us.
Let's get back to the. He's been ruled. Let's get back to the second Tua being ruled out for this Sunday's game after fracturing his ribs against the Buffalo Bills this past Sunday. Jacoby Brissett will start in his place. Smitty.
I prefer Brissett.
Even though he came in and had a poor performance against the Bills.
Well, anyone's going to have a poor performance against the Bills after they got schmeckled by the Steelers the previous week.
No, and it wasn't that poor of a performance, and I guarantee you Tua would have had a worse performance if he played the whole game. But it took Miami's, and I'm blaming the coach right now. This wasn't even a talent thing. This was being out-coached. Flores was world-classly out-coached on Sunday. He had no answer for anything. Now, the players play pretty weak, but I'd rather have my backup than Tua right now. I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, but and maybe it's not his fault. His offensive line's like, okay, do we block all the players or just most of them?
They're Swiss cheesing.
Because I swear, I don't know who it was, but left side come off blitzed, and the end is like, okay, I know he's blocking the assignments probably to the right because that's the way it was drawn up. But it's a pass play. You see him blitzing. You kind of have
to adjust.
You got to adjust. You got to adjust. And it's like if the middle guy comes in, whatever, but you don't give that guy a free shot at your quarterback twice, 3 drop backs.
Oh, well, that explains why he's got fractured ribs now.
Oh, that came from the opposite side.
Oh.
And I was just like, dude,
At least it's not re-injuring the previous injury he had.
I don't dislike the man. I just don't like. I don't think he is
the answer.
Yeah, he's not the answer. He's never going to be. I mean, I hope he proves me wrong. I just hope Miami doesn't waste too much time on him. So, but Miami's still going to lose.
So, Smitty, do you think Brissett will fare better this week against the Raiders?
Yes, absolutely. Brissett's a good quarterback.
Even with the Swiss cheese line he's got?
Even with the line. Well, the line actually started blocking a lot better. It just Miami kept turning the ball over and doing stupid stuff like that. But they don't have a great offensive line. They never did. And I was watching this game, and I was saying to myself, you know what? If I own this team, I'm telling my people, you're getting an offensive line next year. If you got to get rid of your whole defense, my quarterback's not hitting the ground ever again. I want the highest paid offense line in the NFL. I don't care if we lose 55 to 58. Guess what? We scored 55 freaking points. We're not losing because we can't score. We're losing because we can't stop someone from scoring. That's the way I'll be doing right now because our offensive line is atrocious. But I think he'll be fine. I think we're going to lose, but I think he'll be fine.
All right.
I think they'll be fine, Travis. I think that's the key takeaway of what was just said.
Oh, so, Smitty, see, the nice part is we have a Miami fan love here, so that way we can get real reactions from the Miami fans.
He's hated Tua since he was drafted.
Yeah.
I would love Tua if he was playing for Atlanta or Tennessee or someone else. I think he's going to do fine. But he's playing.
Or the Jets.
Or the Jets. And we could have had Justin Herbert.
That's who you wanted.
Who's having a bad season this year anyways.
That's the part that pisses me off the most. If Herbert wasn't available, I'd be okay.
But he was drafted before Herbert.
Yes, they moved up to draft him.
Yes, they did.
All right. So let's get to talk about the Detroit
Lions.
So the Detroit Lions held out linebacker Jamie Collins, who, if I remember correctly, played for the Patriots. Correct, Jeremy?
He did. He did.
From practice on Wednesday, and is the subject of trade discussions, which originally was rumored, but now is confirmed.
He wasn't held out. He missed it due to a personal reason, and now they've held him out since then.
See, what I read was he was out Tuesday for a personal reason, and they held him out on practice Wednesday, and now he's as part of a trade talks between Lions, and there was 10 other teams that were listed as possible trades.
But he's a good player.
He is a good player.
Teams?
There was a huge list. A bunch of them needed defensive players, but a couple that didn't, just because it was one of those.
Denver or in Vegas.
So my question to you guys is, where do you think he's going to end up? If he's the choice to where he's going to go, which team's going to? Well, which team do you think is going to spend the most to get him over there?
Oh, spend the most. Actually, would give it the most capital for him.
Yeah.
I wish I knew the names of the teams on the list.
Well,
yeah.
Think about all the teams that have had bad defensive weeks these past couple of weeks.
Miami had pretty good defense.
Green
Bay, he'd be good fit. Green Bay.
They wouldn't take him in Green Bay.
No, he's a
Green
veteran.
Bay's not giving up capital.
I know.
Green Bay doesn't give up pay for veterans. They pay for rookies.
I could see the Buffalo Bills maybe.
Yep.
The Kansas City Chiefs, who have yet to stop a team in the red zone all season, if I recall.
Yeah.
Point.
No, Tampa has enough. They don't need it anymore.
Jacksonville, though.
Jacksonville's not going to give up capital for him. They're rebuilding. The Ravens may consider it.
I said Ravens. No, I didn't. I said Raiders.
The Raiders, too. Arizona might be a good option.
According to the interwebs here, somebody is saying that there are reasons that LA Rams could be one of the suitors.
Oh, dude. He don't need to go there. They don't need him.
Denver Broncos.
I said Broncos. That's the first name I came up with.
Because they lost Micah Cassar.
So they did,
that explains why they're on the list.
Mm-hmm.
Justin Lawler, excuse me, is just broke his hand, so he's gonna miss time there as well.
Oh, jeez.
I think that is all I got off of that site. I'll keep looking though.
All right.
Oh, maybe Seattle.
That's true.
I keep thinking of Buffalo or the Giants for some weird
I don't think the Giants.
I don't think Giants at all, but that's okay. I don't know why I didn't think Giants. I mean, he's a good player for linebackers.
Yeah, he's a phenomenal linebacker.
Take him if they can afford to take him.
Yeah.
Are the Giants still holding on to Blake Martinez? Is he still out there? So, I mean, Jamie Collins would be a very aggressive. I mean, and they could convert him to a D end. And
he actually might be good on the Washington football team. Chase.
If I remember correctly, he's an outside linebacker, and he's a phenomenal outside linebacker. He can pass coverage, he can rush. He's an all around good. But
like you said, the question is who's going to pay him what he wants, and plus like the draft capital.
If it's a trade, it's what the team wants.
Exactly, it's like the team's going to want they going from like a next year number 2.
Yeah.
Is he worthy of number 2?
Yeah, he might be still.
He was I could see him going to Arizona. Or no, he just came from Arizona.
He just came from there.
That's why you got Arizona in your head because you know.
Do we think that he would spend? We got something. Jaslyn Smith.
That's my daughter, Jocelyn.
Oh well, hello, Smitty's daughter.
I'm sorry for you.
Apparently, she needs 4 games for Sunday. Arkansas plus Texas A&M. What? Oh, and she's asking for bets, Jeremy, in college. We don't know college.
No, this is somebody else there, Thick. This is James Lill.
Oh, James Lill.
Thank you, James, for tuning in. The betting recommendation. Before we even talk about that, we do not condone gambling whatsoever. If you do gamble, make sure you do it responsibly and only gamble with money that you can live without. Do not mortgage your house, cars, or any other personal assets that will put you out of house, home, and if you can...
that was my mistake. Okay.
Yes. Unfortunately, James, our college
guru
is not here tonight. He is in meetings with some very important people.
But his Padawan learner is here. So
yes.
What was James' question?
He was asking, can you guys help me out? I need 4 games for Saturday. Arkansas plus 7 versus Texas A&M.
Plus 7 for Texas A&M?
Yeah, I don't know if I would take that.
I would take Texas A&M in the points.
Yeah.
Okay, so he needs 3 more too. That's the issue.
James, you got to let us know what games you're looking at.
Is he trying to cover? Because obviously the Alabama game is going to cover. Wisconsin game, Wisconsin's going to lose.
Yeah, Notre Dame's could probably cover that. Well, I'm not sure what the spread is on that one.
Yeah. You'd have to look at the app, Jeremy, because it does give you the college. Oh, he's
Mississippi State plus 3 versus LSU.
Mississippi. I'm taking LSU.
You taking LSU with the points?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Mississippi State's good, but I don't think. Actually, Mississippi State might be better than LSU.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me Mississippi State.
And then he got Tulane -4 versus UAB. What's UAB?
University of
Alabama?
Birmingham.
Yeah.
Alabama, Birmingham?
Yeah.
But if you really want to make the money, bet on Coastal Carolina.
Yeah.
You can also never go wrong with the Raging Cajuns.
Raging Cajuns, unless you're playing Coastal Carolina.
Well, I don't know. So Minnesota is favored by 31 over Bowling Green.
That they usually blow Bowling Green out of the water.
Yeah, but that's 31 kind of still.
Yeah, 31 points. That's a lot.
Oh. Georgia is favored by 35 over Vanderbilt.
I would take Georgia.
I could see that.
Coastal Carolina is favored by 36 over Massachusetts. I'm not sure who they're playing.
Like
any team from Massachusetts doesn't matter. It's unfortunate that being from Massachusetts, we can say that really it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Any team, BU, BY, Holy Cross, they're all they would put up the same amount of points.
James, I have Arkansas plus 4.5, not 7.
4.5 is a much better. Then I might go with Arkansas on that one.
Wait, Arkansas, who they playing again?
A&M.
Yeah, Texas A&M. Texas A&M is a tough team this year, though.
I'm taking Texas A&M.
Yeah. But are they going to cover the 4.5 points though?
Yeah.
You think it's going to be a much closer game, field goal game?
Yeah.
So then Arkansas plus the 7 that would, or plus the 4.5. That means Arkansas would still win.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Good point.
Yeah, because otherwise they would have to cover the field goal and plus some. All right, so let's get to the last thing in the NFL. James, you keep looking at it, and we'll see what we can think.
SMU plus 10 versus TCU is the last of the. What was that? 4 games total?
4 games he's looking at.
The latest one he's thrown up there. So Southern Mississippi.
SMU, Southern Mississippi. I'm not even going to pretend like I know who any of these teams are.
No, because Southern Mississippi isn't playing TCU.
Oh.
Mm-mm.
Southern Mississippi is playing Bama, and Bama's favored by 45.5.
Take Southern Mississippi. Seriously, Bama's not going to beat them by 45 points.
No.
They're playing TCU, according to this.
What's TCU? Who's? Oh wait. Maybe. Hold on. I might have went too far. I might have skipped.
No, I think you're right. Unless South.
No, he might have skipped a week. That's what he's saying.
I might have scrolled down too far and got to the next week.
No, because that's why Southern Mississippi playing Alabama too, unless Southern Mississippi isn't playing next week.
Well, while Jeremy's looking that up for James, we're gonna talk the last thing.
Oh no, SMU is not Southern Mississippi.
What is SMU?
Oh, it's SMU. I don't know who SMU is.
Oh.
Southern Missouri University?
Maybe.
Southern Michigan University?
Southern Maryland?
James, like we said, we're not our college
South
guy's not
America?
here, so.
South America.
That would be an SAU.
No, South America.
Oh, America.
South America University.
America.
We're putting the American in America.
We are not college guys, so we do not guarantee our bets on those.
If I actually had my screen up, I could help you out a lot better, James. I'm sorry, I took it down.
All right, so last thing for the NFL. He says SMU is in Dallas. So apparently it must be a hole-in-the-wall Dallas college.
It's the religious college.
Oh.
St. Mary's University, probably.
Yeah, something like that.
Isn't that the college that there's the really old nun that goes to all the games still?
I think it's 200 years old.
I think that's a little exaggerated.
Yeah, but she's like 98, 99 years old, something like that. She's up there. She still drinks her one beer a week.
Oh, that was a good hit. Yeah, she makes me look forward to dying before the age of 80. I don't want to live that long. It's so long.
That's okay, Nate. I'll be at your funeral. It's okay. All right, last thing in the NFL. Is it just me?
Southern Methodist University.
Ah, that makes sense.
There you go.
I knew it was a religious church school.
So,
and yes, you take Alabama. Sorry.
Have you guys noticed the taunting rule enforcement is getting ridiculous this year?
I listened to something about that this morning, and then when I went to go listen to it further, I got a note saying that you can't stream 2 devices at the same time. So I don't know fully about all of what's going on.
If you're ever in the middle of something, you just say, "Hey, I was trying to listen to something." I'd say, "Okay."
Well, no, because then I'd feel bad. Like
I can.
You never feel bad.
Get to it later.
Jeremy's got other things he can listen to.
Half the time I'm in and out when I'm listening to it anyways. So if you're actually listening to it, just send me a text or something. Say, "Hey, I'm listening." I said, "Oh, okay."
He listened to it as background noise, Nate.
I was hoping I could listen to previous episodes of Moving the Chains because that's all I really care about on satellite Sirius. So apparently I can't stream a previous episode if you're going to pop on it. So I might have to try downloading them now.
Okay.
So
I forgot about Moving the Chains.
I love Moving the Chains.
It's the best show on.
It is.
I called into them one time when I was.
I wish I could say like we're the best sports show ever, but no. Moving the Chains by far.
To them,
they've been doing it a long while, so it helps.
We don't even have the right to suck the farts out of those two gentlemen's butts.
That's why they're everywhere. But no, I called them once because they asked the question, who's America's team? It used to be Dallas. Who's it now? And I called in and actually talked to them, and I said, well, it had to be the New England Patriots because they're actually red, white, and blue.
Yeah.
And they're called the Patriots. And talking about, their fans and their owner, then that's pretty awesome. And what they give back to the community. And they take up the whole freaking northeastern part of the United States.
And there's actually more than that.
He's like, actually, New England only consists of whoever it is, Massachusetts, Rhode Island. He named the 4.
Connecticut,
5.
Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire.
Yeah,
I was like,
there's 6 of us actually. Yeah.
But so New England only has half of Connecticut. They have a very fine line divide where they're Giants fans or they're Patriots fans, and that divide grew even further when Kraft used Connecticut as a ploy to get to get Massachusetts and Foxborough to help pay for the new stadium.
Nice.
Yeah.
But he
could history on that one,
and made me feel stupid. And then from the rest of that show, for the next 2 hours, his co-host, can't remember his name, who it was, he's like, because New England is the whole southeast. They were going back and forth making fun of my phone call, which I thought was awesome.
They don't realize that Patriots fans, as they move away, also move to those states and are Patriot fans. And then there's other people like, I met somebody from Kentucky, didn't care anything about pro sports, but loved the Patriots and would only watch Patriot games.
I've met a few of those people.
One of our new neighbors is a Cowboys fan, so when the Cowboys play the Patriots, they're coming over.
What's great about this, though, is I'm getting to know you guys back when you're in your 30s, but you're back to my age. You're like, well, the Patriots were this, and the Patriots were this, and the
Miami was good when I was in my teens.
Those last 15 years.
The Dolphins were great in the 70s.
Yes. Oh, trust me, the Dolphins in the 70s will tell you how great they were.
Smitty does all the time.
It was great.
All right, so the taunting. So there have been 11 taunting calls. Basically, if you even look at another player.
11?
Yeah, 11 already.
How do you get 11? Were they taunting that much beforehand?
So the NFL agrees with 9 out of the 11 calls, apparently.
Oh.
But it's still, there's been 11 calls, and there was 8 of them in week 2. And it's basically, if you even point in the direction of another player, that's taunting. If you look at another player, after you make a phenomenal play, you know how you do that first down kind of thing. If you look at another player, that instantly is a taunting call. It's getting insane what they're calling for taunting. Yes,
I have
Nate.
a question. Why do you never get big?
Why do I never get big?
Mm-hmm. Oh, on YouTube?
On YouTube. You'll bring us to center, but whenever you're talking and you're holding the
because he's waiting for our responses, because he just felicitates.
He's the producer.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
He's the biggest one here, though.
No, Smith, I think you outweigh me by like 10 pounds.
But you're also about 3 feet taller than him.
I know.
As I met you, that's all I wanted to do was be heavier than you.
I think taunting should be allowed as long as it's not facing another player.
Well, what's the problem? Is even if you're looking in that general direction, they're saying it's taunting.
Well, don't look at him. You have no reason to look at another man.
The real issue is this is one of the NFL hot points of the offseason.
Yes.
So they're really pushing this, and then what's the other one they're really pushing? Forget what the other one they were really pushing this offseason.
Yeah, but that kind of went away already.
No, it's popped up a few times. What?
I was just being dumb. I said reusable jock straps.
Yep, that's about right.
Yep.
Tea bags.
Athletic supports.
Uh-oh, McCaffrey's hurt again.
Yep.
No,
he's back.
But a few years back, I say a few years ago, it might have been 20 years ago. They were
he's walking off the field now.
They were actually doing the same thing where if you taunted, you got penalized for it. So it's nothing new. They just kind of went away from it, and now they're going.
Didn't they get away with touchdown celebrations and they brought it back?
Yeah, they got rid of touchdown celebrations for a while.
Yeah.
Let them celebrate. Let them taunt. Now, I think taunting, that's kind of poor sportsmanship. If you're celebrating, that's one thing. If you're taunting, that's something different.
Right.
But what they're considering taunting now is celebrating if there's a player near you.
Yeah, I get that. But if you intercept the ball and you're going and you're beating someone, and you turn around, and you do that little finger in their face, because they can't catch you because you're not me.
You're the fastest man out there.
Yeah, that's taunting. Now, if you're just high stepping as you're going into the end zone, that's just celebrating.
No, now they're considering that taunting if another player is to the side of you.
Okay, that's stupid.
Yeah.
It's
getting.
What's my football team? I have a lot of Miami Dolphin stuff. Who wants it all?
It's getting bad.
Someone that's 70 plus.
Maybe somebody that remembered the Dolphins when they were good in 1970.
That sounds like sour grapes from a man whose quarterback will never be as good as Dan Marino.
No, Brett Favre won one Super Bowl.
Did against the Patriots.
You did.
Oh, it was against the Patriots.
It was.
It was. That was 97.
That was before the Patriots.
That was when Bledsoe was still that starting quarterback.
It was the 96 season.
Yeah.
That was with Bill Parcells when Parcells was pretty much three feet out the door.
Yep.
Yeah. Wow, I forgot about that Super Bowl.
His belly was just out, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
No, he was. The only thing hanging in was just a little ass cheek left inside.
Oh, so he's more than 3 feet outside the door.
And didn't he go to Dallas and then Miami right after that, or was it Miami?
No, he went to the Jets.
He went to the Jets after that. All right.
Then he went to Dallas, then Miami.
Yep. All right, Jeremy. Let's get to your last week's bets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Smitty made me change my first one last week, which I still would have missed by half a point.
You would have.
I think.
No, I just said I wasn't comfortable with it. I didn't tell you to do anything.
That's okay.
These are your picks, so you go with what you feel.
Yeah.
Okay, so last week I picked originally I picked the Rams over. No, I think it was the Rams over the Eagles or Rams over Colts.
I don't remember.
I don't remember which one I picked last week. But then Smitty said he wasn't comfortable with that one. We were considering a parlay, so I changed it to the Saints -3.5 over the Panthers. Well, we all know what happened, and Jameis Winston reverted to Jameis Winston, and we all know how that goes. It went very bad, and the Panthers are sitting 2-0, currently leading 7-0 with 2 minutes left in the first half over Houston.
I would love to see the Panthers go 12-5. That'd be great.
Yeah, and they still lose their division. The next game I picked was Denver -6 over Jacksonville.
Good pick.
Although in the first half it was close, and I think Jacksonville was actually leading for a while.
They were.
Denver turned it on in the second half and covered the spread very easily.
Yeah.
The last one, which we all thought wasn't a big enough spread, was the Chiefs -3.5 over the Ravens.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson had never beaten Patrick Mahomes.
No.
And the games were never close. And this one just... This was one of those games where it was back and forth the entire game. You couldn't stop watching it. And
do you feel like once, I don't know, when
Chiefs
Rodgers and Brady leave, that it's going to be Mahomes and Jackson always, like where it was Brady and Manning?
I think they're trying to, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Well, those two are so different than Brady and Rodgers. It's like
Brady and Manning.
But I'm just saying those two younger ones. It's more like watching college quarterbacks being college quarterbacks on NFL teams, not watching NFL quarterbacks. If that makes sense. That's what I see them. I see them as the Fran Tarkentons.
The quarterbacks that still run around like fools with their heads cut off almost.
I'm just like they're not gonna last that way. And I think maybe teams have caught on to what Kansas City does and have been playing very well against it.
Yeah. Well, if you all noticed, the quarterback without a new contract this offseason was Lamar Jackson. Mm-hmm. He's been pushing for that new contract and pushing and pushing and pushing. And guess what? Baltimore's not willing to commit to him till he can prove he can win throwing the ball.
Right. Because he hasn't.
Here's the question, though. Who are they going to get that's any better than Lamar Jackson?
Yeah, but they don't. But the issue is they don't want to pay him the $40+ million a season that he's wanting.
Well, if they don't pay him, then who are they going to get?
For Jackson.
Huh?
What's Smitty?
Jackson?
Tua for Jackson, he's saying.
All right.
Anyway,
well, the problem is that the Ravens Baltimore hasn't done Lamar any favors. They haven't got him a good quarterback and good receivers on like the Bills. They didn't know what kind of quarterback they had. They went out and they paid money.
Oh my God, you sound like Aaron Rodgers.
Yes, you do.
Well, they paid money.
Baltimore has a very good weapons at receivers.
They have a very good team. They're very balanced for what they have, and just because they're not, major splashes in a pond, they're a major splash in a puddle, and the puddle is the league.
Yes, but the issue is Jackson can't throw the ball to them.
Yeah.
Okay,
but he doesn't have to throw it to him. He can just run it, and he'll be just fine, which caveats to Travis's comment that they need to draft a better quarterback. Give that quarterback a quarterback that can really help move the ball.
Yes.
Mac Jones.
Mac Jones.
He was already drafted, sorry. Okay, so this week...
Is he still available?
He may be.
He might be after this year if he doesn't fix his team.
No, they barely lost last week.
They barely lost.
Almost won.
hey, Herbert's not playing bad for a second-year quarterback.
No.
He was not the reason they lost the game.
No. I'd be very happy if he was on my team.
And that's the difference. Is if he's the reason you're losing games, that's one thing. If he's the reason you're winning games, that's one thing. But if he's not the reason you're losing and you're still losing and he's playing well, that means you need to get that team built up around him.
Yeah.
Like Cincinnati.
Yes.
So this is what I'm going to say about the Lamar Jackson contract thing, right? I think they just pay him because who are they going to get any better? Look at Houston right now. Their best quarterback isn't starting. And you could be in a Houston situation where you could have been doing great, and now you're not. So just pay the guy whatever he freaking wants, so that way you actually have... Oh, fuck. Somebody called me?
It was probably somebody let us know that we didn't have audio.
I'm going to take this real quick. So
okay, bye.
All right. I'm guessing it's a work call.
Yeah, so...
All right, let's get to this week's bets. Let's talk about this week's bets, Jeremy.
Well, no, now that he brought up Houston, I mean, how bad do you feel for Tyrod Taylor? This is the third time he's been replaced by a rookie quarterback in his past 3 spots because of injuries.
Yeah.
I don't feel too bad for him because he's getting paid very well.
Oh, yes, but
he was playing very well.
Yeah, he was playing really well, like to the point where I wanted to pick him.
I mean, if he stayed healthy last week, Houston probably beats Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good point.
Houston's
actually a lot better team than I thought they were.
Oh, they are. They're a lot better. They don't have any big name players, but Tyrod Taylor, with his legs and his abilities, he's making that team better. And I hate
And
to
he's
see
got
him go
an
down for a
accurate
few weeks.
arm too.
He does. When he has blocking, he's a good quarterback.
Well, didn't
And
he
if
play?
there's
Was it Buffalo or Jets?
No,
Buffalo drafted him first.
Right, and
but
he
then he ended up at Washington.
I don't think that Buffalo gave him enough time to become who they did it for Allen, but they didn't do it for him. Or did he get injured?
No, they had a really bad season and they drafted his replacement.
Yeah, that's what I thought. They didn't give him a shot.
But then he went to Cleveland.
I thought he went to
and they
Washington.
drafted-
Who was at Washington?
I don't know. That was RG3.
Oh yeah. Okay.
RG3.
No, he went to Cleveland, and then Cleveland drafted Baker, which he was just a placeholder.
Right.
And then he got hurt. Baker went in, and that was the end of his career there. And then he went to the Chargers.
And he got the
And then, punctured lung by the team doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And Herbert went in, and that was the end of him there.
Yep.
And now he's in Houston, knowing the fact is they don't have the heir apparent anywhere. And their franchise quarterback does not want to play for the team.
Nope. And he was too busy talking to some females.
See, and that's why it's so hard to win a Super Bowl and repeat a Super Bowl, because one little thing can derail your whole team. So you got half of the teams in the NFL that have no shot, and they're just trying to build for tomorrow and next year or whatever. Then the ones that have a shot have problems, so they're not a complete team. You have to be a complete team to get to the playoffs, and you got to be a complete solid team to make the Super Bowl. So once again, as we're going back to the Patriots again, I don't know what they did, because the only two things they had in common for all the Super Bowls was Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. So say what you want to for all the Patriot haters. I'm not one of them. I hate them, but I'm not a Patriot hater. But I have a right to be.
Because you're a Miami Dolphins fan.
Yeah, I have a right. No one else does. I don't know what they did, but it's unheard of to keep winning the Super Bowls. You have to be very good and very lucky.
Never mind keep winning, just even making it back to the Super Bowl that many times.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, 9 times in 20 years, that's unheard of. No team has ever done that.
Nope. And no team probably ever will.
Nope, never again. Yeah, maybe Tampa the next 9 years. Straight.
Well, Brady said he's going to play until he's 50.
I saw that.
Did you see that one? That was a good one.
That was up there with the meme. Look at all these young quarterbacks in the league. It was like Justin Herbert. These young good quarterbacks.
Herbert.
Yeah, Mahomes, Herbert, the Buffalo Bills quarterback,
Allen,
and then it was Brady.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing Tampa Bay versus the Patriots in the Super Bowl this year. I'd be okay with that.
I don't think the Patriots make Super Bowl this year, but thanks for the vote of confidence.
Yeah.
If those two play each other, like
I'd like to see them just make the playoffs this year. I'd be happy with playoffs this year for the Patriots.
I'd like to.
What Tom Brady did, he went to Tampa Bay to a solid team, got some more players there, and made it so he didn't go to a shit team and go to the Super Bowl. He went to a really missing one, maybe two pieces team.
So that team was stacked. I mean, the team, you got to think, the team Brady went to, they had a winning record the year before, and their quarterback threw 30 interceptions.
Yep.
Right, so they had a solid team. So Bill Belichick didn't have a solid team. So people's like, well, Bill Belichick ain't that great because he did crappy last year. He's building a team again. He has to build it. So if he doesn't have a winning season in the next 5 or 7 years, fine. It was all Brady. But you got to give that man 3 years to build his team back.
Yes. Yeah. And I almost feel like he took the COVID year as we're not doing anything this year. We're just going to reset the whole roster.
Reset the 7 people stepped out because of COVID?
Yeah.
And Tom Brady left?
Yeah. And like most of them came back on defense.
That team wasn't that. That team was kind of on the verge of, okay, we need a full roster reload.
All
right, Jeremy, let's get to this week's bets.
Oh, tie game almost. Okay, so this week I have Arizona Cardinals -7.5 over the Jags. If you throw 100 down, you make 95-23. I have.
Are we betting the Jets or are we betting Arizona?
That was if you bet Arizona.
I'm
Arizona
assuming
minus.
that we have an option to bet on. Is that what we're going with, Arizona?
I'm just saying the 3 here.
His 3 picks for his 3 picks.
We could talk later what we're actually going to do and who we want to choose. So I took Arizona minus 7.5. So they're favored to win by 7.5. So if they win by 8 or more,
Right.
They missed it. They missed the field goal.
They missed it over the Jags. The next game, which me and Smitty think opposite on, I have Titans minus 9.5. Minus 5 over the Colts. And Smitty doesn't think they're going to cover the 5. But I have them winning by 5, and $100 will make you $90.90.
You said 5.5.
No, 5.
5.
Oh, okay. So you got 1 by 6.
The Raiders is, I think, is one you're thinking of, Smitty.
The Raiders are minus 4.5 over the Dolphins. $100 will give you $95.20 in profits. If you were to 3-team parlay that for $100, you could walk away with $627.70 in profits.
I say parlay it. I like all those bets. I like all those bets enough to make that bet to get that parlay. No,
well, that's the thing. You got to be willing to risk it if you want the biscuit, right?
Yeah.
I don't like biscuits.
Oh, you haven't had the right biscuits.
$75. I thought this was a $5 bet, no $100 bet. No, I'm okay with all those odds.
I like the Raiders over the Dolphins. I think they'll cover that.
Yeah, that's my pretty much lock of the week is the Raiders over the Dolphins. I feel like the Dolphins are kind of going to be in shambles.
Dolphins are doing this. Raiders are doing this.
Right,
and the Raiders are an early season team. They usually play well in the first half of the season, and then by game 10, they kind of start to fade.
I'm okay with the Dolphin Raiders spread and the bet. Yes.
And then we'll make most of our money back also. So.
Yeah, we'd almost double our.
Yeah, we'd almost double our bet. So
if we bet our money, we'd almost double it back. So.
Okay
if we choose that one.
Yeah,
we can talk about that later, though.
All right, Nate. So Nate got the power rankings this week because it's week 3. It's time to start doing power rankings for these NFL teams.
Okay, I'll quickly run through it. I can run through it if you want.
All right, let's run through them, Jeremy.
Okay, we got at number 32 the Jacksonville Jaguars at 0-2. At number 31 the Detroit Lions at 0-2. At number 29 the Atlanta Falcons 0-2. At number 28 the Houston Texans 1-1. I don't agree with that. That's too low for them. At number 27, we got the New York Giants at 0-2. At 26, we got the Cincinnati Bengals at 1-1. At 25, we got the Chicago Bears at 1-1. At 24, we got the Minnesota Vikings at 0-2. At 23, we got the Indianapolis Colts at 0-2. At 22, we got the Miami Dolphins at 1-1.
I'm about to say I'm in the 20s. I know all this.
At 21, we got the Washington Football Team at 1-1. At 20, we got the Philadelphia Eagles at 1-1. At 19, we got the New Orleans Saints at 1-1. At number 18, we got the Carolina Panthers at 2-0. I feel that's way too low for them.
That is low for them.
But they are playing
below the Patriots too. They shouldn't be below the Patriots. If you're gonna put Miami at 22 and put the Patriots up in the top 15, you're an idiot because they lost the Dolphins. I'm just saying. Go ahead.
Then we got at number 17, we got the Dallas Cowboys, which I think is too low for them considering the team they lost to is the Super Bowl favorites.
Yeah.
At number at number 16, we got the Tennessee Titans at 1-1. At number 15, we got the New England Patriots at 1-1, which is way too high for them.
Thank you.
They should be like a top. They should be maybe 22-ish.
Yeah, I'll put them at Miami, but I mean, I'm not putting them at 15.
Nate missed a bunch.
Yeah, I was gonna say we went from 15 to 12.
Yeah. So.
Okay, so there's a few teams missing, but at number 12, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers at 1-1. At number 11, we got the Las Vegas Raiders at 2-0. At number 10, we got the Arizona Cardinals at 2-0. That's way too low for them.
That is low for them.
At number 9, we got the Seattle Seahawks. That's too high for them. They've already started to show that midseason fade. At number 8, we got the Cleveland Browns at 1-1.
I like that.
Yeah.
Which Arizona should be ahead of all these teams. At number 7, we got the San Francisco 49ers at 2-0. Okay. At number 6, we got the Green Bay Packers at 1-1.
I was surprised it's so high after that disastrous loss.
Nope.
Yeah. At number 5, we got the Buffalo Bills at 1-1.
I can agree.
At number 4, we got the LA Rams at 2-0. This kills me right here. At number 3, we got the Baltimore Ravens at 1-1. At number 2, we got the Chiefs at 1-1. Baltimore just beat the Chiefs. They should be ahead of them.
Yeah, I think this list was put out before. No, because this list would have been out Wednesday. So.
Yeah, the updated records
It's
are there.
called favoritism.
Yeah.
It is. And at number 1, we got the defending Super Bowl champs at 2-0.
You cannot put Tampa Bay anywhere but number 1 until Tampa Bay loses. And depending on when they lose, what happens that week, they still might be number 1. So.
Yeah.
Very true. Because, let's face it. I mean, unless they lose to the Rams this week.
Yes.
That would bump them out of the 1.
If they lose to the Rams are number 1. They're number 2. No matter what else happens. No matter what happens to the rest of the football teams. But
exactly.
That's what I think. Because Tampa Bay is just solid.
All right, so let's get to our fantasy league this week 2.
Hey, I won.
Yeah, the Dolphins lost to the Muppets, 243.27 to at 184.3.
I got my butt handed to me.
Yeah, she was very happy. Let me tell you.
I was losing before my last player. My last player had like 70 points.
Yeah, and he was a running back. You're like third running back.
It was Swift, I think.
Yeah, the Thick, that's me, beat the Implications, Matt, 172.86 with 160.17. It was a close one.
It was. I think you'd be better off with a better tight end. Just saying.
No, it was my running back and my wide receiver, like top guys that I had played. They scored 5 and 7 points, and they were both predicted.
That might be one
well, they were both predicted to get over 20 points last week, and they didn't produce anything. So Mo, the Taco Court number 4, she beat James Winston Your Time 281.57 with 204.95.
281.
Yes, she beat the closest team by almost 40 points.
Yeah,
and it's Jameis Winston Your Time.
Jameis Winston.
What? Who was her? All her players must have like outperformed themselves.
Oh yeah, they did. They went insane.
She was closing on that 300-point mark.
Yeah, she got close. Number 6, the Purple Cobras lost to Ladies and Edelman's 220.88 with 213.68.
You should never lose to the Edelmans.
Well, Amanda was due for a win. Journey with Smitty top, Nate bottom. Beat Lieutenant Dan's Magic Legs 206.53 with Dan's 155.45.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with this team. It's not like he's picked a bad team.
No.
So
Chris just had a bad week. This week, it's going to get worse. He plays Mo, the Taco Corpse. Mo is number 1 now, and Dan is number 10.
Corp, not Taco Corpse.
Corp. Number 2, the Muppets, who I was kind of surprised. I'm like, oh my God, she really scored that many more points. Mo jumped from 4 to 1. The Muppets.
That just means you're going to have a down week this week. You can never tell.
Stuck in number 2, and she's playing Ladies and Elements. Number 3, the Thick. I stayed right where I was. Is playing you, Smitty, the Dolphins.
I'm telling you, want to tie in on
number
your team.
6. Jerry moved up to number 6. Smitty top, Nate bottom is playing number 9, the Implication.
It's the team name. I'm telling you.
Yeah, and number 7, Jameis Winston Your Time is playing number 8, the Purple Cobras. All right. So
good
Nate,
luck, everybody.
I have a feel. Oh, Nate's back just in time to do picks. Hey, Nate.
Nate, we love you, and we're sorry that you had to leave us for the phone call. That was very important, and we know it was important.
Yeah.
And do not discuss it on air.
Yeah, it's good times. What did I miss?
Well, you made it back in time for the picks.
Woo! I haven't made picks.
We did this week's bet picks, and then we did rankings, which you missed number 14 and 13.
Yeah.
I think the Saints were missing off that list.
No, the Saints were there.
Okay, well, who was it? Jacksonville? No, Jacksonville was there.
I don't know. All I know is that you missed.
Maybe the Saints were missing.
No, the Saints were there. 13 and 14.
Yeah.
Let's figure it out.
Know.
Well, it's off of, I went off of NFL.com.
List.
Huh?
Chicago.
I don't know. But anyhow, let's get to our picks.
No, the Bears were 25.
There's 2 teams. Was the Giants on there?
You gotta think mid round, probably 1-1 teams.
Oh. Oop.
Philadelphia.
I forgot I needed Nate on this one.
Yeah, we won't bother with that. Yeah, the Eagles are there at 20.
Yeah, I feel like it's really not overly important.
Yeah.
But you are.
Oh,
And then we went over our fantasy last week.
We did. And
so 13 is the Denver Broncos, 14 is the Los Angeles Chargers.
All right. So let's start making our picks so we can call it a night. We're at an hour and 15.
Yes,
Nate,
I have sobered up.
do you have Amanda's picks tonight? She says you do.
Really? I already said, woo, I have Amanda's picks.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
He did when he came down. Yes, I have Mo's picks.
That's okay. I don't have Gail's picks. I remind her, but she's been busy.
Nate, did you know that conservative talk show host that died of lung cancer? Very famous.
There's a couple of them.
Limbaugh?
Fat dude.
Rush Limbaugh?
Yeah.
Yes. He sat behind the golden IEB network microphone as you were sitting behind the golden talking
microphone
stuff, thick and thin sportscast microphones.
You know, if Nate gets as well known as Rush Limbaugh, I don't think he'd mind dying of cancer.
Mind dying of AIDS.
To be on the air 4 hours a day, Monday through Friday, he would die a happy man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot. We got to go over last week's picks.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we do.
Yes, I almost forgot about that. So last week,
how did I do last week?
Jeremy, you came out on top with 12 correct.
Nice.
Then we had
4, not a bad week.
Smitty, Mo at 11. I was the lone guy at 10. And then we had a 4-way tie with Nate, Chris, Amanda, and Gail at 9.
By the way, I'll never get them all correct because I'll never pick against Miami.
So
even though I bet against Miami, I will not pick against Miami.
Last Thursday, the game ended up very tight at the end. The New York Giants lost to the Washington football team 29-30. 1 o'clock on Sunday. Why did that shift over? The Los Angeles Raiders beat the Pittsburgh Steelers 26-17. The San Francisco 49ers beat the Philadelphia Eagles 17-11. The Houston Texans lost to the Cleveland Browns 21-31. The Denver Broncos beat the Jacksonville Jaguars 23-13.
Skip the Dolphins score.
The New Orleans Saints lost to the Carolina Panthers 7-26. The Los Angeles Rams beat the Indianapolis Colts 27-24. The Buffalo Bills shut out the Miami Dolphins 35-0. The New England Patriots beat the New York Jets 25-6.
Unbelievable. I absolutely love that because in case you didn't know, I absolutely despise the Jets.
Yes, we all do. The Cincinnati Bengals end up losing to the Chicago Bears 17-20. The Atlanta Falcons lost to Tampa Bay, as no real surprise, but 25-48.
Yeah, well, it was not so bad. And I think the third quarter, they kind of wow.
It was 28-25 at one point in the third quarter.
Yeah.
Third quarter. And Tom Brady's like, "Oh, we're supposed to win. I forgot."
Tom Brady's, I let them stick with us long enough. I'm just gonna make sure that they realize that they don't have a chance.
No, so after that point, Brady only threw one more touchdown pass. The defense had back-to-back pick sixes.
Yes, they
by
did.
the same defensive player.
Yeah. First time in NFL history, the same defensive player got back-to-back touchdowns off of pick sixes.
Yeah, that's impressive stuff.
The next 405 games, Minnesota Vikings lost to the Arizona Cardinals 33-34.
That was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be.
I heard that was a nail biter the whole entire game.
Great game.
They missed a field goal at the end of the game, wide right.
Yeah, right.
Yes, I watched that.
Yeah.
I watched that part, but I missed the most of the game. But it was I heard from reading that it was just a nail biter the whole entire game.
You could put a playing card between the football and the pole.
Yeah,
it was that whole game was back to back. There was no defense. It was all offense.
It was a great game.
The Tennessee Titans at 425 beat the Seattle Seahawks 33-30.
That was a great game.
And I did not pick that at all. I was so.
I didn't have that game. I don't think I did. What game did I have? I
missed that game.
Oh,
that was one of the few games I missed on.
Yeah. I don't remember which game I was watching in the afternoon. Dallas Cowboys.
Tampa.
Yes, that's what I was. I had the Tampa game. The Dallas Cowboys beat the Los Angeles Chargers 20-17.
Right.
The Kansas City Chiefs lost to the Baltimore Ravens Sunday night,
Love
35-36. And then Monday, the Detroit Lions went up to Green Bay and they lost 17-35.
Yeah, at the beginning of the game, it wasn't so obvious that was going to happen. But, Green Bay got together and said, oh, that's right. We're one of the better teams in the NFL.
Yeah. And, of course,
okay, let's play like that.
I was talking with Gail, and Gail realized that she had picked the Lions after the Green Bay massive loss. That she's like, I went with the Lions. I'm like, yeah, you did. And she was like, that sucks. Because otherwise she would have been tied with me. All right, let's get to this week's picks.
I love picking. This is like one of my top 5 favorite things of the show.
All right, Nate.
You three being top 3.
Nate, we got at 1 o'clock on Sunday, we got the Los Angeles Chargers going to the Kansas City Chiefs.
I'm going with the Chargers.
Really? I am going to go with the Chiefs. I don't think they're gonna get beat 2 weeks in a row. I think they're gonna work harder this week. Jeremy, who are you going with?
If this was in LA, I'd go with the Chargers. Because it's in Kansas City, I'm going with the Chiefs.
Chris isn't here. We'll get his picks probably later this weekend. Smitty, who you going with?
I'm going with LP. I'm going with the Chargers.
You're going with the Chargers.
And I'm very tired because, like Jeremy said, if it was in LA, I'd feel a lot more comfortable.
Yeah.
But because I thought that to myself, I was like, well, if I feel comfortable about picking them when they're in LA, then they should beat them in Kansas.
I thought the same thing, actually, after Jeremy said that.
Yeah.
All right,
Because I
Nate.
just picked Kansas City till that whole conversation took place.
Amanda picked the Chiefs.
The wifey picked the Chiefs. I don't know what Gail picked, so
Mo
Jeremy,
picked the Chiefs.
That was
the
weird.
other wife picked the Chiefs.
I need a wife or a girlfriend so I can have her pick stuff too.
Yeah, and then she can be
You
underneath
need to meet Amanda's cousin.
You keep saying that, but I've only been up there once. So.
Well, was that the one in the pictures?
I don't know. She's hot.
Well,
The one on OnlyFans.
No. Amanda posted a bunch of pictures from their vacation.
I have seen her. She is hot, and she's probably way out of my league. But you know
she's
what?
100% out of your league. But
you know what? I have tend to pull people like that a lot. So.
All right, I get the pick. The Arizona Cardinals are going to Jacksonville. I am going with the Cardinals. Jeremy, who you going with?
That's on my bet sheet. That's Arizona.
Arizona all the way.
Covering the spread too.
Smitty, who you going with?
The upset of the year. I am going with Arizona.
Who's Amanda going with, Nate?
Cardinals.
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 Mo's going with the Cardinals. Nate.
Oh, yeah.
Cardinals all the way?
Yep.
All right.
He's the Kool-Aid man. He's an oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So wait, question for you. Was the Kool-Aid man the Kool-Aid inside, or was he the glass?
No, there's a commercial. He is the glass. There's a recent commercial I saw. He is the glass, not the Kool-Aid inside.
The one's the Kool-Aid inside.
Watch those commercials growing up, and he'd pour his head over, and the juice would come out, but his face would stay on the glass.
Yeah.
Do you all know what the grimace is?
Yes.
You told us he was a taste bud.
I wasn't sure. I'm
you
happy
were
that
very
significant.
Intoxicated.
I think my LP told me that when I was up there.
He did. He told all of us. We were very well.
Was that when we were all hanging around the bonfire?
Yes.
That's when I said it, so I didn't say it on the air? Okay.
No, we were at the bonfire.
No, I think you did bring it up in the air recently. Though.
That was one of the best bonfire nights I've ever had, and I don't remember most of it.
I know. It was a really great time.
It was excellent.
Hey, thanks for the invite.
Well, if
it was happening.
Yeah, you knew he was driving up. You were moving into the new house.
Annual Talking Stuff podcast bonfire. We're gonna have another one in like August. Or, like May.
August is a few months ago.
Well, May will be down at Smitty's, and then Smitty will have to pick you up on the way back up here.
If it's impossible for everybody to get down to where I am, I will come back up here to you guys.
I will see what I can do. It's just hard with all the children.
I understand. Bring them.
Well, maybe I'll just drop him off with Jeremy, and then I'll continue driving.
No, bring Jeremy. Bring the kids. My brother has a dog pen with really big dogs. Put them in there.
Perfect.
They will sit in the corner crying because the dog's gonna growl at them all night.
No, Connor's just like, hey, you gonna growl at me? I'm gonna growl at you back. I'll make friends.
Moving on, the Chicago Bears are playing the Cleveland Browns. Jeremy, you have to pick.
I am going Brown all the way.
Browns of town.
Browns for you.
Smitty, who you going with?
Browns and who?
Bears. Bears are at Browns.
Justin Fields' first game as a starter.
I hate the Bears for one reason, and only one reason. So I don't like picking against them. But I mean, everyone's a Brown fan, right? I'm going the Browns.
I mean, I don't think I've really ever met anybody that hates the Browns.
No,
you can't hate the Browns. They gotta be good to hate.
It's kind of like with Nate here in Detroit. He's a Green Bay fan. Do you hate Detroit? No, he don't hate Detroit.
I don't even hate Minnesota. But I sure do hate the Bears.
Nate, who's Amanda going with?
Browns.
Browns. Jeremy, who's Mo going with?
UPS.
Brown gets you there. Nate,
Brown
who you
gets
going
you
with?
there. Oh, I like it. I like it.
I was going to say if it fits, it ships, but that doesn't work. So I'm going to ship my pants and go with the Browns.
All right.
That was the best freaking commercial Kmart ever came up with.
It was. I shipped my drawers.
Brand new QB. I will definitely go with the Browns. All right. Next, we have Smitty picking the Washington football team is at the Buffalo Bills.
Oh, God. See, I want so bad for the Washington football team, mostly because of Bavard. You don't know Bavard, but Nate knows Bavard.
I do.
Because of Bavard. And my sister-in-law, but I can't go against. Oh, I can't do it, so I'm going Bills.
Maybe if it fits magic.
You're just opting not to do it.
That's true. I could do it, but
All right.
you know.
And you are starting Tyler Henke.
Nate, who's Amanda going with?
She went with the Bills.
She went with the Bills.
Wait, hold on. Wait, whoa. She has Washington, then Bills. So
she's going with the Washington Bills?
Hold on, let me see. The Bills are not playing Monday, so we need a clarification on that.
Let's go back to it.
Keep moving forward.
All right, Jeremy, who's Mo going with?
The Bills.
The Bills. Nate, who you going with?
Oh.
The WFT or the Bills?
He's in the same boat I am, I bet.
I am. That's because I want Washington to win.
Yes.
Washington.
Okay, you don't care about your record at all.
I am going to go with the Bills this week. Jeremy, who you going with?
I'm going with Josh Allen and the Bills.
Josh Allen and the Bills. All right, so we're gonna have to come back to that Washington Bills one for Amanda. So Amanda's got this pick: the Indianapolis Colts at Tennessee Titans.
Ooh.
This is a good game. This should be a good game.
No, it's not.
It should be an awful game. Bless you.
He said Titans.
Titans. All right. Mo, who's she going with? Titans. Nate, who you going with?
Indianapolis, and she took the Bills.
Oh, she did take the Bills. She said she was going to bet her. She lied.
She's getting there.
Well, is it because you're not in bed to give it to her?
No.
All right. I am going to go with. Oh, the Titans have sucked so far.
They haven't been overly impressive.
No, I'm going to go with the Colts. You know what? I'm going to go with the Colts on this one. Jerry, who you going with?
I want Smitty to make his pick first. Okay. Well, I'm going to go with the Titans because the Mr. Carson always hurt Wentz is suffering from double sprained ankles, and the odds of him playing are slim to none.
But who's that?
I picked the Colts.
No, I don't want to pick the Colts.
No, the Colts are... Nope, you already made your pick. The Colts are actually considering doing a quarterback by committee of their two backups.
Sounds like a good option to me.
And that might be their better option. Smitty, who you going with?
What are the Colts doing?
They're using both their backup. Their
quarterback by committee.
Yeah, the quarterback
It's
by
almost
committee
like what
options.
Denver did last year with that damn punter that was the.
Wide receiver that played a couple of plays of quarterback in high school.
Yeah, and how'd that game go?
Not great, Bob. Not great.
The funny part is that quarterback by committee is how we played in my high school ball freshman year, and it worked out quite well because we were both playing QB all the time. Anyhow, Smitty, who are you going with?
Oh, after hearing that bit of information, I'm going with Titans. I didn't know that.
This is why I was waiting.
Well, you're not supposed to give out that information until after the fact, Jeremy.
Yeah, but you have information. I probably went Indianapolis.
All right,
I make my pick.
What other people pick, but he has no problem sabotaging everybody else's pick.
Right.
Yes. If I've heard information and no one else apparently pays attention to it.
So Mo has the first pick between the New Orleans Saints and the New England Patriots.
Oh my God, it's a shitty game.
She's picking Patriots.
She's picking the Patriots. This should be an interesting game. Nate, who you going
It's
with?
a shitty game. But I mean,
it's not like it's Miami and New England again.
can I pick the refs?
That was a good game, actually.
Can I pick the
I feel like
ref?
the refs are going to win this game.
No, I believe anyone who lives out of New England who doesn't have to watch the game is going to win it.
I'm going to go with the Patriots because they're home.
All right. So as far as I know, they still plan on playing Jameis Winston, and he has gone back to his old ways. I ain't gonna go with the New England Patriots defense.
Hey, it could have just been a game. I mean,
I am still going to go with the New England Patriots defense. They picked off the ball from Tua a couple of times, so
yeah, it's Tua.
And then they picked off the Jets.
No,
QB a
Justin
couple
Herbert.
times. Right, but still, you got back-to-back picks all over the place. So, Jared, who you going with?
I am also going to go with the Patriots because they're home, and till Jameis Winston proves that he can be a consistently good quarterback, I see him as 30 for 30.
Yeah, we're gonna pick the defense over Jameis Winston.
What did he throw? He threw 5 touchdowns the first week. He threw 4 picks the next.
Yeah, he's on record. He's on rate. He just needs 1 touchdown and two interceptions.
5, 4, 4, 5. So he's on his 4 right now. So I am going with the New England Saints. Okay.
The New Orleans Saints.
I am.
So you're going with the Saints?
I really am. For no joke, going with the New
Orleans.
Honestly, if it was in New Orleans, I would have picked the Saints.
The Louisiana Saints.
The Louisiana Saints. All right. Amanda has this.
Shit. Yep. Sorry.
We still love you.
She went with the Saints.
She went with the Saints.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. All right, Nate. You got the first pick. The Atlanta Falcons are at the New York Giants.
No, this is a shitty game.
This game's just as bad as the last one.
This one might be actually worse.
To pick the good games, like I pick a Kansas City versus Tampa Bay than Jacksonville versus Jets.
I am going to pick Julio Jones.
So that would be the Atlanta Falcons.
Against the Falcons.
No, Julio Jones plays for the Titans.
The Titans.
Right. He left the Falcons.
Anymore.
I'm going with the Giants because the Falcons aren't very good.
So I am I'm gonna go with the Falcons. I just don't think the Giants.
That's a great game.
Jared, who are you gonna go with?
I don't want to pick this game.
I don't want to pick this game at all.
Too late.
I guess I'm going to go with the home team, the Giants.
The Giants.
You make me feel slightly better about my pick.
Smitty, who are you going to go with?
Hang on 1 second. Got the Giants.
Giants. Nate, who's Amanda going with?
Washington, Bills, Saints, Chiefs, Wait.
Falcons or Giants?
Was she smoking dope or something?
No. She did what we all wanted to do. Did pick this game.
Was she that live
She sure didn't pick this game. I'm making sure I look over this at least 12 times. Falcons, Giants.
Yeah.
Falcons, Giants.
So she's like everyone else. She don't want to pick the game.
She's just
I'll
gonna.
get back to you.
All right, so
Mo picked the Giants apparently.
Mo picked the Giants. Well, while we wait for Amanda's correct pick, we got the Cincinnati Bengals at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ooh. I have this pick.
I know who I want to win. I'm just trying to figure out if I want to pick who I want to win.
I know who I want to win. I want the Bengals to win, but I have a feeling the Pittsburgh Steelers are gonna win. Oh, this is kind of crap. I'm gonna go with the Pittsburgh Steelers because I have a feeling they are going to win. Jeremy,
It's harder to pick the first 4 or 5 games of a season than it is any time.
It is.
The biggest
are not good.
Well, the biggest issue is Roethlisberger's hurt too, so you don't know if he's playing or not this week.
Their running game really hasn't broken off anywhere.
Yeah, but Pittsburgh's defense is stout.
Their defense is good, but I mean,
Defenses get tired.
Bengals went toe to toe with what's their names the past few weeks. I'm gonna go with the Bengals.
You're gonna go with the Bengals. Smitty.
I'm going to follow Jeremy's lead right there and go with the Bengals.
I hope you both lose.
Of course you do, because you picked the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yes, I did. Nate, do we know if Amanda's picking the Bengals or the Steelers?
She picked the Giants, and then she picked the Steelers.
Steelers. She picked the Giants. Am I the only one that went with the Falcons? Yeah. Jeremy, who did Mo go with for the Bengals Steelers?
Bengals.
Bengals.
I think next week I'm going to flip a coin for each one of them, just for the hell of it.
I mean, it's a 50-50 shot either way.
Nate, who you going with, the Bengals or the Steelers?
Go with the Bengals.
Go with the Bengals. All right, Jeremy, you get the first pick. The Baltimore Ravens are at the Detroit Lions. This is an easy pick.
If Lamar Jackson plays. But I'm still going to take the Ravens because even without Lamar Jackson, they'd probably still run over Detroit.
Smitty, who you going with?
I want Detroit to be better than they are.
I know. So do all of us.
Do you know, Smitty, do you know how many people have said that over their entire
lifetime? When us Patriots fans, us Green Bay fans, Dolphin fans, Kansas City fans, none of us would be too pissed off. We'd all be happy, I think, if Detroit played Cleveland in the Super Bowl. I think we'd all be like, I think it would be the most watched Super Bowl in NFL history.
Oh yeah, because we'd never see it again.
That's the NFL. Well, no, because we know that's the end of the world.
Yep, the world's over. It's time. They've won.
Okay, so I got to go with the team that isn't Detroit.
That would be the Ravens.
Yeah.
Nate, who did Amanda go with?
She didn't pick this one.
What did she pick?
Who knows?
Enough to make it seem like she was going to skate by, I guess. I don't know.
Jeremy, who did Mo pick?
The Ravens.
The Ravens.
You know, I got Mo. Nate, you have to tell Amanda where Travis pulls this from so she can send them to you in the correct order.
Yeah, I picked them from the... All I do is I go to Google and type in week 3, week 4, week 5.
So Mo gives me that in order now.
Yeah, Nate, who do you got going? Baltimore Ravens or Detroit Lions?
The Detroit Ravens.
The Detroit Ravens?
I'm not going to remember my picks when I'm watching the games on Sunday.
I never think about my picks.
Yeah, I don't worry about them until I put...
Apparently picked week 4, not week 3.
Oh, jeez. So far, she's picked good for week 4.
I mean, yeah, so far the picks are pretty solid.
She's going to go back through and say, no, I want to switch them off.
I really, really, really want to pick Detroit. Everything is telling me to pick Detroit.
What did the cockles tell you?
So you're going to pick the Ravens?
Okay.
How about the subcockles?
I'm going to play the game.
I am going to go with Baltimore.
Maybe I should pick the Detroit Lions. But I ain't gonna go.
No balls, you won't.
I ain't gonna go with Baltimore. No, I don't have that kind of fortitude right now.
No, there's a thing between having balls and being stupid.
Yes. All right, Smitty.
Amanda is asking if she can go back and look at all of them again and remake her picks later.
Yes, but tell her up to the the Baltimore Ravens game. She's good for 1:00 because those picks are solid.
She don't know nothing about football. What does she care?
She only does it because I'm here.
It's fun.
I know. She
All
loves
right,
you that much.
Smitty, you have the first 405 game. The New York Jets are at the Denver Broncos.
Broncos.
Wait, did I pick that one in my spread? What's the spread on that? Oh no, that's a big spread, right?
No, you didn't pick that one in spread.
Yeah, I
no.
think that's a massive spread. Mo has the pick because Amanda didn't pick the right week.
She's picking the Broncos.
She is going with the Broncos. Nate, who you going with?
Hang on. She picked the Broncos too, and that pick makes sense.
Yes.
So I feel like she picked the right week, and she's just doing girl
She
stuff.
probably missed a few.
Yeah. So she picked the Ravens.
All right.
I mean,
let's go with the
everyone
Ravens.
should miss.
you missed the whole 2 teams in your top 32 teams.
Yes.
All right, Nate, who you
She was
going
doing
with? The
girl
New
stuff.
York Jets or the Denver Broncos?
Broncos.
I am also going with the Broncos. Journey, who you going with?
You know, I picked Denver last week. I might as well pick them again this week, right?
Yep.
Sure.
All
Sounds
right.
logical to me.
Amanda would technically have the first pick
She
between
picked the Raiders.
the Miami Dolphins and the Las Vegas Raiders. She picked with the Raiders. Journey, who did Mo go with?
The Raiders.
The Raiders. Nate, who you going with?
Sorry, LP. I'm going with the Raiders.
Raiders. I am also going with the Raiders at home. Journey, who you going with?
I have my money on this one. This is the Raiders all the way by 4.5.
Raiders all the
I'm
way.
with you, right?
Yeah, you're betting with me.
Nate, Smitty, are you going to bet against your Miami Dolphins?
No, I'm betting against my Dolphins, but I'm picking the Dolphins.
You're,
So
you're going to win either way, right?
I'm putting money on the Raiders. I'm picking the Dolphins. I'm just telling you right now, guys. Every week when the Dolphins name comes up, just go ahead and put me down for the Dolphins.
All right. So Mo has the first pick between at 425. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are at the Los Angeles Rams.
Who do you think?
She is going with Tampa Bay.
Exactly.
She has yet to pick against Tom. Nate, who you going with?
Can't blame her though.
No, can't blame
I
her.
am going with the Rams.
The Rams. I think this is going to be a good game. I have a feeling it's going to be a tough game.
That's
but
why it's my LP right there. That's why it's my LP.
I
I'm
wanna
going to
do is
go
go,
with
"Fuck you,
Tampa
Tom
by a
Brady."
field goal. Jerry, who you going to go with?
I'm gonna say this is gonna be payback for last year when the Rams beat the Bucks, and Tom Brady goes in there and just shits on them.
So you're going with Tampa Bay.
He probably can't control his bowels, so it's probably true.
He is an old man. You should know how that feels.
He is
He also
getting old.
He collects his shit in
Still
the jar.
younger than me.
Smitty, you going to go with the young man at Tampa or you're going to go with the younger man at the Rams?
I'm going with the Rams, 100%. I think Rams will win the Super Bowl.
All right, Amanda.
I'm not high-fiving the Super Bowl thing, but yes.
All right, Nate. Who do you think for the Amanda's going to go with this week? The Tampa Bay or the Rams?
She put the Raging Cajuns.
Are the Rams playing next Thursday night?
The
No.
Rams
No.
are not
No.
playing. That's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cincinnati Bengals, but we'll deal with that in a few minutes.
Damn, that's a crappy week.
That is.
Well, she has both of them on there, but I am with most confidence saying she is going with the Buccaneers.
The Buccaneers.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure only diehard Brady haters are going against him right now.
All right.
I mean, what's he have 9 touchdown passes in 2 weeks?
Yep, 9 in 2 weeks. He's got me some decent fantasy points. Not
Hey,
as much.
you want to know a funny stat? Brady's about to throw more touchdown passes in his 40s than he did in his 20s.
Yes. No, his 20 and 30s. Between
No,
40.
From when he started playing in the NFL till he turned 20 till he turned 30, he's about to throw more touchdown passes since he turned 40.
But he's also that gentleman that said that the NFL has gotten soft because
Exactly.
he knows it's easier to throw a touchdown pass nowadays than it was when he
Oh, he
started.
knows.
All right,
It easier
Nate.
to throw a touchdown pass when he started than it was 20 years before that, and easier in the 80s than it was in the 60s.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hey, this is my pick.
Yes, it is. The Seattle Seahawks.
at Minnesota Vikings. I am going to go with the Seahawks.
Seahawks. Ooh. Vikings haven't shown up at all. I'm gonna go with Moonball himself. The Seattle Seahawks. Jerry, who are you gonna go with?
I'm going with the Vikings.
Vikings, really?
Yeah, they've been so close twice. They're due.
I feel like
And-
this is going to be an even split.
And
Smitty, who you going with?
Seattle they're just not.
Yeah.
Seattle showed it last week. Their first half team. If you keep with them in the first half, they're done.
Is it my pick? That's my pick.
Yes.
After what I saw Minnesota play and how hard they play, and what I saw with Seattle, as Jeremy was saying, I'm going with Minnesota. I just had that feeling.
All right, Nate. What's our guess for Amanda?
Oh, am I just gonna guess because she doesn't have a pick for this one?
Well, she doesn't.
Just leave them.
I'll
have
just
Amanda remake her picks.
Just leave those ones blank. And then
All
we'll
right.
just...
So,
Yeah, just
Jerry,
have
who's
Amanda
Mo
remake all
going
her
with?
picks. She is going
She
with
was
the
thinking of last
Seahawks.
year's picks.
What did Mo go with, Jeremy?
Seahawks.
Seahawks. All right. So now I got the Green Bay Packers at San Francisco. I ain't going to San Francisco because they are home, and Green Bay does not win in San Francisco. Jeremy, who you going with?
No. Aaron Rodgers doesn't win in San Francisco.
Aaron Rodgers not winning San Francisco. Jeremy, who you going with?
I'm going with the Niners.
Niners. Smitty, who you going with?
Sorry, LP. Pull that back. Did you see I pulled that back?
I don't blame you.
Let's go.
San Francisco. Amanda does not know. The Journey, Mo.
Niners.
Niners. All right, LP, let's see how much you love Green Bay. He is very red.
He wants.
I'm pretty drunk, so
Yeah, but you're redder than red.
it's hot in here.
He's torn.
When you pick your pick, you know what I love about you guys, seriously? When you guys do pick, you guys pick with your logic for the most part.
Yes.
Especially when it comes to your teams. I don't do that.
Well, there's a reason I went 12-4 last week.
True.
You can't always lose in San Francisco, right?
Yeah, you
You
can.
can't always lose.
But he almost lost against Detroit at home.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for Aaron
The
Jones,
Ravens
he
beat
loses.
Chiefs, right?
Yes.
Saying that there's a chance.
No.
There's always a chance.
I'm going to take the chance that Green Bay will beat.
I'm just saying that I think San Francisco is a better team than Green Bay.
All right, so is Green Bay your final answer, Nate?
Yeah.
Green Bay's Nate's final answer. All right.
I hope that's right, Nate.
Jeremy, you get the Monday night pick. The Philadelphia Eagles are at the Dallas Cowboys.
I'm taking them boys.
Them
just
boys.
like I did last week.
Smitty,
Them boys.
we don't know about Amanda. Who's Mo going with?
Them boys.
Nate, who you going with?
I just want to pick the Eagles now that everybody keeps saying "dem boys." That should piss me off.
Eagles
Fuck it.
fly,
I'm
Eagles
going
fly.
Picking the Eagles just in spite.
Fly, Eagles fly.
This is how I end up with so many more wins than Nate at the end of the season.
You know what? No matter how much Nate wants those Eagles to fly, I think the Cowboys are going to beat them. I
Yeah,
need those
appreciate
points.
You said the Cowboys because it just sounds more literate. I hate when people say "dem boys."
All right.
That's why I say
Smitty,
it's just to mess with you.
Ugh.
you get the Jacksonville Jaguar Thursday night game at 8:20. The Jacksonville Jaguars are at the Cincinnati Bengals.
We all lose.
Yes. This is a game we all lose to watch.
God, I would love to see Sunday's game before I pick Thursday's game.
You don't need to see this.
For
Sunday
this
game
one,
for
you don't need to see it.
Well, I want to see if the tall blonde does anything worth a damn, which he won't. So I'm going with the Bengals.
His flowing hair, I just don't think it's
You
going to
mean
work for him.
Sunshine? Sunshine doesn't have his Sunshine can't make it in the
Oh,
pros.
but still, I'd rather have him than two.
All right, Jerry, who did Mo go with?
The Bengals.
The Bengals. Nate, who you going with?
So I want to pick the Jaguars for the upset.
Yeah.
Because if they're going to beat anybody, it could potentially be the Bengals.
Wait, do they play the Jets this year?
On, so.
Come on.
Look, I already know everybody is going to pick the Bengals, and I'd rather lose with everybody than lose by myself. So I am going to go with the Bengals.
But you picked Green Bay to beat the 49ers.
Well, that's because that's his team.
that,
And that's not so unbelievable. Green Bay's a good team.
But not in San Francisco right now, the past couple of years. I am also going with the Bengals. Jerry, are you going with the Bengals?
I am going to the Bengals.
All right, so we need Chris, Gail, and Amanda's picks. We need the last of Amanda's picks, all of Gail's and all of Chris's. I will message them in the morning. But
just have Amanda remake all her picks. That way,
double check her. She have her message me directly. I'll fill them in. But I think we are calling it a night. Ooh, this is a long episode. This is almost 2 hours, guys. So
sorry.
That's okay. We got some good talks in.
Well, I feel like this happens now. The season's actually going. It's
it's because Talking Stuff podcast is no longer going.
Well, we added a bit more into our talks and stuff like that. Power rankings got a little long. Maybe we should just do the top 10 or something like that. Top 15.
What do you mean? The power rankings took like 2 minutes.
Yeah, well, that's because you sped through them. But we talked a lot more about everything else too this week. All right, guys. I think that's it.
That's all, folks.
See you next week. Same bat channel, bat